To hype an anime about idol girls, you could... But this one has something more to it. You see it, hiding serious and silly. That's my favorite storytelling style. Speaking of storytelling, do you like narrators? I love them, especially the ones that put that extra effort in, like the overdramatic but hilarious one from Kaguya-sama, or the deep and epic one from Hunter x Hunter. But sitting in a tier even above them is the type of narrator that exists inside the story. Her name is Yachiyo, an AI in charge of the biggest virtual reality hub in Japan. Why would a sentient AI be confused about the timeline we don't know yet? But who is she narrating about? A high school girl. Her name is Iroha Sakayori, popular for her smarts, beauty and talent. She's basically the Shirogane equivalent of this world. It's not the most unique introduction, but what makes it stand out is a Spanish guitar playing underneath. Do you know when a Spanish guitar usually plays? You're hearing flamenco guitar. It plays for duelist characters, ones that view battle as an art form. They pride themselves in precision and passion. Then why play it for Iroha? Yes, she's a top performer in her class and is good at everything, but she's also barely holding on to her sanity from all the responsibility and pressure. When she passes out in the middle of her class and then has to pull a last-minute save, you can tell it's all about to come crashing down. The music isn't accurate, but for some reason it never feels out of place. It was another long day for Iroha. We always turn on a song when it's finally time to relax. Sometimes though, without warning, it just hits. Diegetic music, the sound of a trumpet echoing over a school, a car radio on a late night drive, or a festival band down the street. It's music that lives inside the story. Now, because this story is centered around idol culture, its theme song is an idol song, and if you watch the movie, you know it does an incredible job at making you feel it. Pure geometry has the background, the audience reduced to glow stick lights and bright neon lights in your face. It's the best kind of eye candy. But intuitive, you might ask. In the first scene, there's nobody playing a Spanish guitar, and even then, you admit it doesn't fit the scene. You're right, it doesn't. But that's only if the music needs to match the visuals. But what if instead, it was meant to match what Iroha feels? Because if you look at it that way, you will notice something interesting. Like we talked about before, flamenco sounds like effortless perfection. Now, Iroha definitely needs a lot of effort. Too much even, to the point of complete exhaustion. But if being effortless is her goal, then suddenly the music begins to make sense. It's a bridge between the Iroha we see on screen and the Iroha she desperately wants to be. And since there's such a big gap between the two, we can't help but root for her. This technique is used throughout the whole movie. Iroha sees a shooting star and immediately wishes for money, like all of us would. But fate hears her and gifts a child? It was late, so Iroha decides to take the kid inside with her. She never took care of a kid before. It's loud and confusing, also very expensive. Iroha has 23,000 yen in her bank, and with just a single shopping trip, only 13,000. Let's be honest, this is the worst thing that could happen to a high school kid who lives alone. But that wasn't the actual music that played, was it? It's in human nature to hope that if you do the right thing, it will somehow come back to you. But Iroha for some reason got punished. It's completely unfair and we don't know how she will get through this, but the music promised us that she will, and so we just trust it and silently hope for the best. Our brains are so easy to trick with music. Do you want to know how I record voiceovers? Across the hall is a roommate who I'm terrified will hear me talk about anime, so I devised a sneaky plan. I moved my recording setup downstairs, turn on the stove exhaust, and lock myself inside another room, which is just a storage room. This way there's a full layer of white noise between us, and I can yap about anime in peace. Now, if you didn't click off the video during this trivia, it could be that you like watching miserable people. Or it was because I played the well-known Full Metal Alchemist soundtrack, Far East Suit, composed by Akira Senju. This track relies on pizzicato, a technique where instead of playing the string normally, you just pluck it. This sound is really effective at making us curious because the sound is short, leaving gaps which our brains hate, and it's often played quietly, which makes you think there's some kind of secret being shared. It's used in this scene where Kaguya joins Iroha eating dessert with her friends at a cafe. As the girls start getting more curious and as Kaguya begins to spill more and more beans about herself, Iroha gets visibly anxious. Now, today, if you told someone you came from the moon, nobody would bat an eye, so there's really nothing to worry about. But because of the music, you still feel that comedic tension. As the relationship between these two evolves, the music also changes at the same time. What a nice looking dinner. We have fresh corn potage, burdock salad, and the main dish. Oh right, Iroha is still broke as shit. It looks exactly like that scene from earlier, where Iroha is overwhelmed with how unaffordable all the necessities are. But the difference this time is that the music doesn't need to hold our hand. Because even though there's a pile of unwashed dishes in the sink and Iroha's bank account is drier than that burdock root, it's actually pretty fun. Speaking of fun, yes, the VR world is gorgeous, but when we see and enter it for the first time, the music makes it this infinite grandiose plane. It's also the first time Kaguya and us find out why Yachiyo is in charge of this place. It's beautiful. From this point, the soundtrack is mostly just idle songs, and while those are some really good songs, for this video I'm only looking for songs that affect the story. This plays at the final battle of the movie. Yes, they actually have to fight for real, because Kaguya is actually from the moon, and moon people want her back. It's the power of friendship versus cosmic horrors. The easiest dubbed, if I've ever seen one. But the chords never lie. You're feeling nostalgia when nothing is even lost yet. Everyone is still fighting at their best, yet we somehow know one of them is feeling acceptance. It is a loop of hope and then immediate grief. What is this pattern? Music theory is not my strong suit, so I'll let these guys explain it instead.
שהשיר הזה קצת נשמע, כאילו הוציאו אותו מתוך אנימה, ויש 4 סיבות לדבר הזה. הסיבות הן לה מז'ור, סי מז'ור, סול דיאז מינור, ודו דיאז מינור.
They're talking about the Royal Road progression. And although played in a different key major, it's the most common progression in Japanese pop, anime, and games. Those guys are obsessed with the feeling of nostalgia and bittersweet, the idea that things are beautiful because they end. The genius behind the musical direction of Naoya Nakayama and Shingo Yamashita is knowing that to break our heart, they first have to make it dance. And Conische's masterful execution reminds us how easy it is to trick us. The movie doesn't end here, but my exploration into how it affected me does. Thanks for watching. I have a request for you. It's selfish and it would never work if I asked you at the beginning of the video. Because back then you didn't know how the trick works. So here goes nothing. Make your own anime channel. You only need 3 things to make it work. But what if I'm anxious? Turn on a song that doesn't let you think. But what if I'm cringe? Turn on a song that doesn't care. But what if I'm boring? Think again. I'm so embarrassed that I have to hide my face in front of a camera. I'm so insecure that I'd rather record my voiceovers behind an exhaust fan. I've watched less than 50 anime and read less than 30 manga, and yet I still hope people want to hear what I want to say. Because there's always something interesting a person can say. I'm tired of drama slop that makes you hate or daily news that make you scared. I'm bored, and you can fix it. Upload the video and at least one person will thank you.